It was yet another action-packed weekend of Club GAA, and here are 5 highlights. Kate Wall turns on the style for St Finbarrs. St Finbarrs are Munster Senior Camogie champions for the first time after a 3-11 to 2-12 victory over De La Salle in Semple Stadium. De La Salle got off to a bright start through Abby Flynn's goal and led by 1-7 to 2-3 at half-time. But Wall was the last gasp hero for Brian O'Sullivan's side, bringing her tally to 2-4 for the day with a late goal that won the game for the Cork club.
It probably does, but anyway, we won't worry about that just yet. But St Finbarrs have it. They could even be thinking about a juggler. Here's Kay Wall. They can win it. Oh, what a goal! Kay Wall is a Kay Wall again. It is Kay Wall. They've won 2-4 for Kay Wall, and it's a goal for St Finbarrs in the dying embers of this game. 2-11 to 3-10. She got in behind. It all came from the ball that Stephanie Punch won. Here we see the replay.
TJ Reid steps up for Ballyhale Shamrocks. Ballyhale Shamrocks' quest for a 13th Leinster Senior Hurling Championship remains on track after a 3-point win over Laois champions Clough Ballacalla in Nolan Park on Sunday. Clough Ballacalla got off to a great start through Lachlan Conway's goal and led on the quarter-hour mark, but Ballyhale responded through Niall Shortall and led by 1-12 to 1-8 at the break. Willie Dunphy came into his own and shot 4 points from play to level the scores up with 3 minutes left. But Ballyhale stepped up with Dara Corcoran, Owen Cody and TJ Reid with a vintage point from the sideline, sealing the victory.
Being put under pressure by Cormac Hogan, and it's TJ Reid in the corner. Will he try his luck himself? TJ will try his luck, and TJ Reid will put that ball over the bar. Oh my God!
Tomás O'Shea's goal for An Gaeltacht. An Gaeltacht are through to their first Munster intermediate final since 2017 after a 113 to 11 points victory over Corofin. Garrod Cahill and Jamie Malone helped drag the Clare side back into the game and cut the deficit to 4 points to set up a nervy finale. But An Gaeltacht held on and are through to the final where they'll face Cork champs Ahabullogue.
And the West Kerry side will immediately launch a quick counter-attack down the opposite end of the field. Here's Con O'Regan. O'Regan has space opening in front of him, but here's Aino Begley. Aino Begley going forward. O'Begley passes it across to Tomás O'Shea. It's a goal! It's a goal! Far run. Well tucked.
The Geaneys link up for Dingle. First-time Limerick winners Mungret St Paul's were taught a harsh lesson by Dingle in the Munster semi-final in Austin Stark Park on Sunday afternoon. Brothers Niall, Conor and Dylan Geaney hit 2-8 between them, with their cousin Paul adding a further 3 points. Padraig Corcoran's side led by 1-8 to no score at the break, having played with the breeze, and they kicked on to win out by 2-15 to 2 points, with an understrength Mungret's side failing to score from play. Mark O'Connor was also in action for Dingle, who will play St Finbarrs in the Munster final in a fortnight's time.
A load of space. Dylan leaves it for Niall. Niall pops it back into Dylan. Dylan goes across, chance of a goal with Conor. He gets his second goal. Indeed he does. Conor Geaney from point blank range. All the approach work done by Dylan and by Niall Geaney.
Yeah, again, we'll look at the highlight here. Took all the right options. Thought he'd palm it to the net, but just sent the keeper to the ground and back of the net.
Hat-trick hero Hayes runs riot for St Finbarrs. Brian Hayes scored 3-3 from midfield as St Finbarrs defeated Éire Guinness by 15 points in the Munster semi-final in Páirc Uí Chaoimh. The Clare champions got off to a bright start and led by 5 points to 2 on the quarter-hour mark, but St Finbarrs took over. Hayes scored a fortunate first goal and they led by 110 to 8 points at half-time. Mark McIntyre kicked 10 points for Éire Guinness, but it wasn't enough as St Finbarrs took over, with Hayes scoring a further 2 goals as his side advanced to the decider.
Wigan plays that forward again. He keeps his run going. Oh, look at that for a direct pass into Hayes. The hat-trick. Can he get it? Yes, he can. The hat-trick hero, Brian Hayes. Troy Parrott did it last Sunday. Brian Hayes does it this Sunday. And St Finbarrs are into the Munster final.
That's as good as a goal you'll see all came from Sam Ryan intercepting the hand pass there, broke out. One kick pass across, I think it was from Wigan and Barrett across to McGreevy over the top to Brian Hayes. The weight in that pass is exceptional, and left-footed strokes it underneath the keeper's body.
Keep up to date with all the club action in the Irish Independent.